Welcome to Fashionably Broke.
I'm kidding, don't use that.
Just wear whatever the hell you want.
Literally just...
We're living on a McDonald's budget.
Just because you're broke doesn't mean you have to dress like it.
Alright, hey guys, and welcome back to Fashionably Broke Podcast, episode 105. If y'all are watching, well, first of all, if you're not watching, go watch on YouTube, because that's the best way to view the podcast. We're both drinking a drink because it is a Friday night at 7 p.m., and I just want to start by saying thank you, Maddy, for rearranging your schedule, because I'll literally be gone for like a week.
Girl, you think I had something planned? That's the thing. I didn't have anything planned, so I was like, you want to record on Friday? That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't have anything
I was like,
to do.
actually, that would be the absolute perfect time for me to record, so yes.
Well, you've been the busiest bee ever because you were out of town. Like, we recorded, so like episode 104, episode 104, we recorded this week on Monday. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are listening to this podcast right now on Wednesday. Okay? So, we're doing a little time travel. So, episode 104 was recorded on Monday. Okay? We released it on Wednesday. Well, of the same week, it's Friday. So, we're recording a good few days early, but I think it's kind of fun. We've never recorded, well, I don't think we've ever recorded twice in 1 week. I was talking about this on my vlog.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember, like, when we first started the podcast. I know there was 1 week we recorded 2 episodes, but it's because we re-recorded our first ever episode.
Oh, yeah. I don't think we've ever had to record
Two in one.
in a week. We're usually pretty good about, like, rearranging our schedules, or like doing like a Sunday recording
or like a
compared
Tuesday.
to a Monday. Yeah.
So, first ever time. And then 2, obviously this is coming out on Wednesday, but we thought it would be fun to do like a little like happy hour episode.
Yeah.
You know, something
as you can see, Maddie's drinking a martini as always, and I'm being ratchet as hell, and I just have like a Michelob in my hand.
Is that... So when I was like, let's just drink. Like, let's drink on the episode. I was thinking in my head, I love you. You never have alcohol, which is like a good thing, I guess. You know, it's like a good thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I wonder, like, does she have anything?
No, yeah. So I usually always have Michelobs in my fridge just because I like.
Easy.
Yeah, it's easy. Like, sometimes after work, if I want a beer, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is nice. Sometimes, like, I chug one before going to the bar. But, like, I never really have alcohol. And that's one thing we talked about is I want to start, like, building up my liquor. Because, like, I want to make, you know, martinis, this and that. And, like, I'll get stuff for, like, special occasions. Like, I'll get bottles of champagne or, you know, I'll get stuff to make lemon drop martinis. But I'm just, like,
you don't, like, keep up with it once it's out.
Yeah, but, like, I'm never the one to, like, sit at home and enjoy a drink.
I just realized this whole time my mic has not been in front of me.
Oh, my God, I could hear you literally perfectly fine. That was crazy.
Okay, I literally have only had a few sips of this. Wow. It's one of those days. I swear my brain isn't working, but...
It's a Friday.
Oh, my God, yeah. Yeah, 100%. And, okay, but... I guess, yeah, that's kind of true. I feel like sometimes I'm bad. I won't, like, drink well, sometimes if there's, like, a Friday and Morgan is like, I'm going to go to sleep early. I'm like, it's a Friday. It's my weekend. And so sometimes I'll, like, open a bottle of wine and I'll, like, sit on the couch and, like, watch a movie or watch a TV show and then, like, have, like, 2 glasses of wine by myself.
Yeah. No, I think that's normal. I think that's normal, like, even during the week. But I don't even want to say I try to limit myself to only drinking on the weekends, because that's just, like, not true. But I'm just such a social drinker. Like, I like to be out and about, meeting with people, talking with people while drinking.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm sitting at home, like, drinking by myself, like, make sure I'm okay. I don't know.
I mean, I definitely have, but in a sense of just like, oh my God, this sounds terrible. Am I an alcoholic? No, I'm not an alcoholic, I promise.
No.
But like sometimes I just like to drink, like to make a cocktail. Like I am a one to like, I love making cocktails. I also live with 2 boys and I work in the liquor industry. So my bar cart's pretty stocked.
Mm-hmm.
So stocked that, like, we have some on the counter.
See, I feel like you've always been, like,
Yeah.
well-versed in, like, liquor, wines, beer, like, champagne, literally
Yeah.
anything and everything. Like, Maddie knows the freaking answer. Me, I'm like, yeah, where's the Tito's? That's about all.
Well,
I don't know what else.
and now, not that I get many visitors because I live in the suburbs of Nashville, but I've like made it a point where I always like want to have at least like Prosecco or champagne on hand, like in the fridge, ready to go. Some sort of like mixer, and then of course like an array of, obviously for the boys, and like Morgan likes to drink a lot of whiskey and he likes to try different ones. So we have a lot of whiskey, like way too much. Obviously I don't drink it, but I always try to have like vodka, tequila, and like gin. But my roommate Brett, he drinks gin. And then like I try to have a bottle of wine always. That for some reason I can just never keep up with, because I feel like I would drink wine more if I'm like home than like a cocktail. I don't always drink a cocktail. But I always have, like, our outside fridge is stocked with ginger beer for, like, Moscow Mules in case we need to whip one up real quick. Like, flavored water, like, sparkling water. And then the one thing we always have on hand are high noons. Always.
See, that's just crazy. Like, I would not have absolutely any of that. Like, if you walk into my fridge right now, there's probably 6 Michelobes. There's some pineapple Waterloo that have probably been in there for 2 years.
That's
that
fine.
haven't been touched. I have the what is it, like the extreme White Claws? What are they called?
The blue ones.
Yeah, the Surge. The White Claw Surge. Because, like, I had a party here and someone left them. Like, that's how half my drinks get in my house. And that's sometimes what's nice with hosting or, like, having pre-games is everyone just leaves their shit. I'm like, all right, cool, this is mine.
No, that is so nice. We used to be, like, a big hosting house, especially when our neighbors lived across the street. And then, too, in Baton Rouge, our house was the go-to. So we always had everyone's leftover everything.
Yeah.
But now we don't ever have anyone over to our house. So we just have all this alcohol.
One thing, I actually always have whiskey on hand. I try to have whiskey and wine.
That's so funny.
Red wine. But, like, for visitors. Because, like, whenever my dad comes, like, my dad's, like, I wish they would come more often to just have fun, but I'm just putting them to work every single time.
Yeah, you're like, okay, this is broken. I can't reach this. I need help with this.
Right. So at the end of the night, my dad always likes to enjoy a whiskey and my mom some red wine. So I always make sure I have, like, those two on hand. So I actually have, like, more whiskey than, like, anything in my household.
That is so funny. You do, because I've seen in your, like, little cabinet, and I'm like, Kassidy has so much whiskey. That's so random.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I would never drink that in my... I'm actually fully out of vodka right now.
See,
out of vodka completely.
I am... Okay, I'm saying I am too, because I'm out of Tito's. So Morgan's mom, a while ago, I think this was Thanksgiving, she bought us this vodka from, like, Sam's or Costco, and it's humongo. Humongo. And so right now that's like because I'm not gonna buy another vodka. Like, I don't want to have to buy another vodka. So we're just gonna coast on that, and that's what I have in my martini, which it's not like my favorite, but it'll do. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I actually do have some flavored vodka. I forgot about that. It's been in my freezer probably for a year and a half. It's the blueberry Svedka, if anyone likes them. Like, I'm sorry, am I just cheap as freaking hell? Like, God.
But I also think my parents have a fully stocked bar all the time. Like, outside fridge, fully stocked. Like, with, but they also like to entertain a lot too. So I think I just, like, developed that, because another thing I am always prepared to make is an espresso martini. I will have that on hand.
Yeah. No, that's good. And, like, my dad stocked bar.
Oh, he loves his tequila.
Oh, he loves his tequila. He loves his whiskey. He'll always have any drink I request. He's like, Yeah, I gotcha. Let me do it real quick. Like, my parents used to own 2 bars. Like, they were in the bar industry.
Forget every time. I forget all the time.
Isn't that crazy?
It is.
That's like
insane.
a whole nother life ago. Like,
Insane.
That's crazy. Yeah, but like my dad, like he knows how to make like any in every drink, and I wish I like took the time to like learn, and like I know I still can, but I'm just like, it's just easier to go to the bar and get one. Like, it's just easier to go to dinner and get one.
Is,
like, you know what I mean?
It's
and
true.
maybe if I lived with someone, and we just like enjoyed a few like martinis over like chips and dip or pita and bread. Like, whatever you want to call, like...
I forced like Morgan to like martinis. But I also sometimes I'm like, I just want to play around. And like, oh, is this going to taste good?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, I have like my signature stuff that like I make. And I haven't like branched out in a long time. So maybe I should start, but...
I was about to say, I think that's going to be my goal for 2025. Maybe even just, like, Fridays. Make it, like, a friend board night every Friday. Yeah. And, like, try a new drink that, like, I make at the house or something. Just so I can stay in but still have fun. Yeah. Because, like, I'm literally sitting here on a Friday night and I'm like, all right, what am I doing after this? Like,
no, I know.
I know I have to leave in the morning for work, but, like... Hello, anyone?
Literally tonight, what I'm doing is making chicken Caesar wraps.
Yum.
And watching Grey's Anatomy. We're headed into season 6. Well, actually, we're headed towards the end of season 6 of Grey's Anatomy. And not to spoil it for everybody, if you haven't seen it.
Right, come on.
If you haven't seen it, like, fast forward. And if you want to watch it and you don't want to know, fast forward, like, a couple minutes. But we're approaching the end of season 6, where the, like, hospital, like, this is really sad mass shooting happens. And, so I, like, know I know what's about to happen, but, like, have never seen it. So
really?
I'm, like, trying to mentally prepare myself, because, like, I'm gonna bawl. I'm gonna cry so hard. And
without a doubt.
Every time he, like, looks away, especially, like, the episode we watched last night is, like, when you get introduced to the guy that, like, does the thing, and he fell asleep. So today I was, like, texting him. I was like, while I record tonight, you have to rewatch that episode that you fell asleep in, and you have to pay attention because it's going to be really important in the season finale. Like, really important. So make sure you pay attention.
He's probably like, okay. What the hell?
And I'm like, I literally keep just telling him, like, the end of the season's, like, really... really intense. Like, I'm trying to mentally prepare for it, and he's like, shut up, I don't care.
It's like, Maddie, you're ruining it. Shut the hell up.
He's like, you're dramatic, you cry every single freaking episode.
God, no. That Grey's Anatomy, that will freaking get you. And it ends with us. I remember watching that with my parents growing up. Oh, don't, Maddie, don't. I mean, when I say bawl, like, sob, like, oh, you can't catch your breath cry.
Do you know?
Don't watch it.
Do you know? Okay, like, I feel like everything, sometimes I like watching those because if I really need a good cry, and, like, I'm by myself, because sometimes I don't get a good cry in because, you know, there's people around. Right. And so sometimes if I know I'm, like, gonna be by myself for, like, the weekend or for, like, a day or during the day, I'll put something so sad on. If I, like...
just to, like, trigger it all,
and then I
just
am, like, hunched over, like, can't catch my breath to cry, to just freaking cry it out, and then, like, I'm done. But have you ever, like, watched a show where it's done over, you're just crying so hard, like, you cry for, like, 30 minutes after?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah.
It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, no, I understand. I actually don't think I've cried in so, like, actually, like, hunched over cried, like, at a show or movie in, like, so long.
I'm trying to think honestly, the last one was, and this is, I knew the ending to it, The Crown, because it ends with, like, Princess Diana. And obviously, like, everyone knows what happened to her.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I finished it when I had the flu too, like last year. Oh my God. Thank God no one was home because I was depressed. Like, I was not okay. I was crying so hard. It was embarrassing. And it was just me by myself.
So I think the older and older you get, the more emotional you get. Because you never used to be this emotional.
No.
But for me,
it's the opposite. You used to cry all the time.
All the time. All the time. And now I'm just like, okay.
Well,
like,
yeah, I think, honestly, and I think this is, I don't know, but I fully agree. I fully agree. We are, like, going complete opposite because I used to be hard as rock, tough as nails, never
you
cry.
You would never cry.
Never.
Like, when you were crying, I was like, who died?
Yeah, it was like, and you only saw me cry, like,
a handful of times, if even.
Maybe, like, twice. And it was, like, bad stuff.
Yeah, and mine was, like, every day.
And now I literally cry I can't hold it in. I'll watch a video and I'm crying. Like, tears just coming down.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what has happened with me recently. Not even recently, just, like, over the years, I'm just like...
She's a hardened bitch.
God, you can only go through so much shit, right?
Well, that's what I was like. I literally think it's because I went through so much when I was younger and I, like, fully had to, like, put on a front. But I'm like, I can't. Now I'm just like, it's been so many years, I can't hold it in anymore. And now it's all, like, coming out and coming to the surface. And I'm like, can it please stop? Because now I'm a little bitch.
So I sent Kristen this TikTok last night. And this was something, like, I didn't actually cry over, but, like, I wanted to cry, but, like, I wasn't crying. Let me read it to you because I think you're even going to resonate with it a lot as well. And I was like...
Are you going to make me cry?
No, probably. Because, like, this hit me so hard because I feel... Like, let's just get deep for a second. I just feel over the past, like, year... You know when you just, like, really don't feel yourself, but you don't know, like, what's wrong or, like, what you need to fix.
You lost your sparkle.
Yeah, you just feel... Yeah, I saw you retweet that one as well. Yeah. But, yeah, something has just felt off. And, like, I've been trying to figure... I don't know. Some days are great, some aren't. Yeah. I don't know. This TikTok literally says... I read a quote the other day that said, "I haven't felt like myself lately. I must be growing." And I really felt that. And I'm just like, you're literally growing into someone completely new. Who you truly have, like, no idea who this is. Or, like, it's completely new. So, like, that's why you're feeling so uneasy and you don't feel like yourself. Because, like, you know, you've gone through... breakups, you've gone through friendship breakups, you've gone through a new job, and it's like, I'm not the person I was last year, so of course I don't feel like I'm in my own skin, because, like, I'm a completely new person now, and, like, the way that was, I'm sorry, a mind F, because I was like,
you're like,
oh my God. And, like, I also like looking at it that way, too. A lot more uplifting than just feeling like, oh, I feel off, like, oh, this sucks. Like, no, like, I'm growing into a new person, and, like, that's why I haven't felt myself lately.
Well, sometimes it just makes me think, like, obviously change is good, but, like, I feel like I'm becoming a new person, but it's, like, not by choice. Like, I'm not actively trying to, like, be different than who I was, and sometimes I'm like, I don't want to change. Like, I enjoyed myself back then. Like, why do I have to change? Like, why do I don't want to do that.
And I think that's sometimes why it feels like so different and not yourself, because you're not trying
it just
to
is
change.
like,
you know, you're not setting
literally
these goals to achieve this and achieve this and, like, get to this point in your life. Like, that's not it whatsoever. It's just, like, life and growing up and changing.
It is.
It's weird.
It is wild because, like, I mean, like, too, everyone says there's that, like, shift eventually that, like, when you get older, not necessarily like you want to, and we talk about this all the time, I feel like, not necessarily like where you want to stay in all the time, but like sometimes you would rather stay in than like a night out or like a night to dinner, or, and I have always been like, I will never have that shift, and I truly don't want to have that shift, but like,
This is like, I don't think I've hit that yet.
well, there are some, like, as of recent, I feel like there are some circumstances that have kind of come up where like I have been like, oh no, like I can't, I just like, I physically can't, like I'm so exhausted, I can't, and I'm not enjoying it. And I saw a TikTok, and it was a girl, she was like, she said she was 27, and she was like, I'm so glad that this shift happened, like I love staying in, I love doing all this, and I'm like, I don't though, and I'm going to fight it every step of the way. Every single step of the way.
I feel that way too. I don't know. I love going out. I love having
Being
a
social,
fun time.
being around others.
Yeah, and that's what actually me and my mom were talking about this last weekend when I was home. Like a true extrovert gains energy from going out and talking to people, being around people. Like that's what energizes them. And like I am through and through
Me too.
an extrovert. Like I love going out. I love talking to people. Of course I get tired. Of course there's times where I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
But like most of the time I want to be in like someone else's company.
Yeah, me too.
Having fun.
Yeah.
Like who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? And I see
don't know.
so many
I have no idea.
so many guys on Hinge. Yeah, I didn't delete it because it's just like
Good.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to do at this point. Anyways, but they're just like, I'd rather enjoy like a night out than or a night in than go out. And I'm like,
And that's
X.
No, and I'm like, I don't understand. And I mean, I'm truly dating the polar opposite, because his dream night would be not to leave the couch. Would to be make dinner at home, make a drink at home, sit at home.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's actually my worst nightmare. My worst nightmare.
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree. And I'm starting to figure out that we are getting to that age though where people are like wanting
Or
to
like people aren't like making plans.
yeah, no.
I've started to run into that, where it's like, I want to do something, and I'm like, hey, like, what's everyone doing this weekend? Like, what do y'all want to do? And they're like, oh, nothing. Like, we're probably just going to hang out at home. And I'm like, okay, I'm all down to hang out at your home.
Right.
I'll come over. But also, I'm just like, what? I mean, I get it. Like, I get it, but I'm also like, or they're like, oh, no, I was just going to, like, hang out by myself. And I'm like, what?
Doing what?
And they're like, you can.
That's my question.
They're like, you can come hang out, and I'm like, okay, I will, but like, I don't want to hang out by myself. If I hang out by myself, I don't do anything. I sit there.
But that's my thing. Is like, yes, I like to be in other people's like company for sure, but I've almost gotten to a point where I'm like, okay, well, if we're not gonna go out and do something or have an activity at home, then like
I would rather just stay at my house.
yes, like I'm just gonna stay here. Like I'm not gonna take the time to drive to if we're not gonna do anything. Like or are we just gonna stare at each other? Like no thanks.
But
I'll stay here.
And I always grew up too, like, where I always went to other people's houses though, because it's like, I don't know, it's like your house is boring. And like sometimes I feel that, but then sometimes I'm like, well, no, like, come hang out at my house and like let's do something fun at my house.
Yeah. I will say I am starting to get into like the more like wholesome activities. Like I'm loving the thought of it. I haven't like physically done them yet, but you know, whatever. But like I would love to get up on a Saturday morning and go like play pickleball. I would love to get up on a Saturday morning and schedule like a horse trail ride.
Yeah.
Like I've been dying to go ride a horse. Dying.
Oh,
I just
me too.
feel like I need to reconnect with some nature.
I know.
Like I feel like that would be so healing. And like granted, like I rode a horse for like a year maybe, but like that was so like healing.
Girl,
Like,
I wrote them for 13.
no, literally. Like, I just think we need to get back on that, like, wavelength. And I would like to start Saturday with a wholesome activity.
Yeah.
And I would like to end Saturday going out having
Drunk
fun.
in the club.
Yeah, like, happy medium.
Exactly. Balance.
And I just feel like no one's wanting that balance. It's either like no wholesome, or like no club rat. And I'm like, no, I need a little bit of balance.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like I'm like one extreme or the other. I don't know if I can fit both in a day. But I think that's my ADHD. Like, I think that's like my the way my brain works is it's like I can't physically think of them in one day.
So my only thing is why I would like to start Saturday with like a wholesome activity is because like usually you don't go out till Saturday night, but like during
you don't
the day,
waste the day.
I'm bored as hell. Yes, but like if we go to brunch, I'm obviously drinking there. I'm getting messed up there, but like I can't last all day anymore.
Yeah,
and like if I stop drinking, it's going to be very hard to get me back up and going again for
I
the
have
night.
to keep going, or if I stop and if I'm not getting back up.
Out for the count. So like that's my outlook to it of why I'm like, let's start the day with an activity, feel a little accomplished, move our bodies a little bit, and then go get ratchet.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. My goal tomorrow is to like wake up, go on like a few mile walk.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know.
And then figure out
and
the
then I
rest of
have
the
no
day.
idea. That or go to the farmer's market.
I think you should go to the farm. I love a farmer's market.
Yeah, I haven't been to the one, like there's like a big one here in Nashville, but it's open like every day. So I'm like, is that really a farmer's market or is that more like a market?
So, but those I think are like the most fun because they had a huge one in Dallas. And like obviously the vendors change and like during the weekends it's like packed and like
Yeah, it's also
you
another
can have,
thing.
like-
I'm like, do I want to deal with the people?
yeah,
Because it's all tourists.
that's very true. But no, I still think it's fun. But then there's also like a smaller farmer's market here in Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost like too small of like, is it worth my
One
time
lap
going?
and you're like, okay, I've seen it all.
No, yeah. 20 minutes, I'm like, okay, I got some homemade dog treats and it's time to go home. That's literally what happened to me last time, and I was like, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. But like, I want to like wake up early and like do something productive, and like, because normally I'm just lazy.
Yeah, I'm having like FOMO already that like I'm going to a work event tomorrow on a Saturday.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but like it's fine. It'll be fine. Like what's one weekend?
You're traveling.
Yeah.
Look at it that way.
Yeah, I'm staying at a nice hotel. It'll be nice. Like, we're going to dinners. We're going to happy hours. Like, I know it'll be a good time. It's just, like, my week is going to be so thrown off. So thrown off. Like, I already don't even know what day it is right now. Like,
Yeah, because you were traveling and then you got back, what, today? Or yesterday?
last night. Mm-hmm.
And then you leave again tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it freaking is what it is. It's fun. Getting out of my house.
No,
I need to get
exactly.
out of my house.
Like, I've always wanted to go travel for work. Even though it's just, like, nothing crazy. But it's still something.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited for Austin. Like, when people, because, everyone's like, oh, where'd you grow up? Oh, Austin. Like, I don't, like, yes, North Austin, but, like, it's easier just to say freaking Austin.
Yeah.
No one knows where Cedar Park is. And they're like, oh, my God, like, where can I go for this? Where can I, like, what bars? And I'm like, do you understand I went to college at the age of 18?
No,
Like,
that's, oh my God, one thing. I'm like, I haven't lived in Austin
right.
in 8, maybe almost 9. I don't even know how long it's been, but like, I haven't lived in Austin for a long time. Austin is one of the fastest growing cities in the country right now. Do you think
And when I
know
lived there, I was not 21.
like, do you think
so?
literally anything to go do in Austin?
Yeah.
I don't know a single thing. Not
Into Barton Springs.
I'm
That's
like,
about all.
go to South Congress, go to Rainy Street.
Yeah.
6th Street, but like there are certain areas of 6th Street that you should go to. I don't know them.
Yeah. Yep. No idea. And it changes like yearly.
Oh, monthly.
No, literally. They're like, oh, no, you don't want to go to, like, Dirty 6 anymore. That's so bad. You need to stay on the east side
now
or
it's
the
like
west side. I'm like,
West 6 or East 6 or some shit like that.
yeah.
I don't know the difference.
Me neither. You want me to pull out my compass? Like, how the hell do I know what direction we're going?
I'm like, I can tell you where the domain is.
Literally, God, we lived at the domain.
Every time we're like, want to go shopping?
No.
Where? The domain.
Yeah, I actually thought about, like, trying to leave a little earlier in the morning just to go, like, stroll, because I have not been to the domain in years.
The last time was when we went to go visit Olivia. Well, the last time I went, I think, was when we went to go visit Olivia.
Did we go to the Oh, yeah, we did. We ate there, too.
Yeah, the first day that we got there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I was, like, working from, like, where we were eating.
You were working at Culinary Dropout? You had your laptop out.
Like, damn, ask for a day of PTO.
Me and Holland were just getting drunk at lunch.
No, these bitches, aka me, really take, like, work from anywhere. Like, no, ask for the PTO.
You're like, we would go into a shop, and then you'd like, okay, I really need to get back to my laptop, so, like, can we go back to the car? We're like, yeah, sure.
You know, god damn, whatever. But that was fun. That was so fun when we went out in Austin. Like, that's the thing, like, experiencing, like, a city when you're 21, like, completely different. And I'm not, like, an Austin lover whatsoever.
You're not. No, I love it. But it's crazy, though, because I feel like I don't know Austin. I lived there. I lived there my entire life. Not like downtown. I just don't know downtown. Like I know Cedar Park, sort of. It's changed so much.
No, but that's the thing. When you say you're from Austin, people think you're living in like a penthouse downtown.
What? Also, Austin used to like not have penthouses downtown. Like literally. It used to be nothing like it was, like nothing like it is now. Mm-hmm. But the thing is like I obviously like went to college in Louisiana, and like Baton Rouge is not big at all, but like I feel comfortable navigating that city because I'm used to it. But like I've always felt comfortable navigating that city. Nashville, I 100% feel comfortable like navigating the city. I don't know the city that well still, but like I feel like I can like conquer it and like get to like where I need to go. No like stress. Austin, on the other hand, I'm like stressed. I'm like, I don't know the city. I don't know where the hell I'm going. Like, I don't know anything about the city. And I'm like, that's where I'm from. I feel like it should not be like that. But I think it's like truly just like being an adult in a city and like figuring it out on your own and like going out and doing stuff.
Do you remember when you got rear-ended in Austin?
Yeah.
With all of us.
Yeah. In my stupid Chevy Equinox.
God, that Equinox went through some shit.
I swear to God, it's because the brakes did not work. The brakes did not work. And I tell that, and no one believes me. But, like, I swear to God, that bitch did not stop for anything. And I would be braking foot to the floor. That shit wouldn't stop.
I don't know, bro. Kristen has a Chevy Equinox, and that thing stops on a dime. So it's like,
no.
Oh my God.
No, I swear there was something wrong with my car. Because
well, it's not funny, but
I got in a wreck 3 days after I got it. That y'all were all in the car for.
God, that was so
Was
awful.
it Blake,
Was...
like, hit his knee? Was it
Yes.
It was like gushing blood. And then the lady that I hit didn't stop. So I'm chasing her down the goddamn street in my car. I hit her and I'm chasing after her. And I'm like honking my horn and like I pull up next to her and I'm like, I hit you, pull over. And she was like, no, it's okay, I'm good. And took off. And I was like, what do I do?
No, it's okay. I'm good.
I was like, What? We were trying to go to Chewy's.
God.
We didn't even get Chewy's. That's what I'm pissed about. Why did we leave so early? Like, we should have just stayed and got Chewy's. I hit the person, it didn't matter.
Why were we downtown?
We went paddleboarding.
Oh, yeah.
Was it someone's? No, I don't think it was anyone's birthday. Why? Was I back from college? Or had I gone to college yet? I don't even remember.
Surely, you got the Equinox in college.
No, right before.
Oh.
Right before college.
Honestly, it might have been like one of our last outings before you left.
It was close to it. Who was it? It was like you, Michaela, and Blake. Who else was there? I think it was just the four of us.
Was it Caitlin too?
Yes. That's such a.
Yeah.
Why were we all? Were they dating at the time?
Oh my god. I think they were. That's crazy.
Man, good times. And every time I go downtown, I'm like, I got in my very first wreck here. God. And so, like, I feel
awful.
like I would, like, I'm too scared to drive around downtown Austin because, like, I got in a car wreck there and it's just scary.
Yeah. Yeah, downtown Austin is just, like, not fun to drive whatsoever.
No, it's so huge, too. And, like, I think that's why.
Yeah. And, like, I feel like one wrong turn and you're, like, 20 minutes setback. I'm like, oh my god, come on.
100. That's kind of like Nashville. Like, Nashville has some, like, super strange, like, roads. And sometimes I'm like, is this a lane? Because I have no idea.
And I'm like, the amount of one-ways...
I'm always terrified.
Count me out.
I'm always terrified I'm going to go the wrong way.
Yeah, no, me as well. And I'm, like, a really good driver who's, like, looking every which way. And I still don't know how to navigate downtown.
You are a really good driver.
Thank you.
It's kind of crazy. How good a driver
I just think I'm very, like... Actually, what I've realized, I'm very focused on the road at all times. Kristen, this bitch looks around at anything, everything, every building we're going by, every car going by. I mean, she's just, like, gazing around. And, like, I don't do that. I just keep my eyes on the road.
Yeah.
But, like, sometimes I would love to be, like, a gazer, but, like, when I look out, like, my hand starts going that way that I'm looking. I'm like, oh, shit. Here we go.
See, I feel like I'm not that bad of a driver. When other people get in my car, I just get really nervous. I get really nervous when other people are in my car because I'm like, their life is, like, in my hands. I'm
get nervous,
out.
like, when I get in other people's cars because I don't have control. I have a control issue.
I literally could not care. I'm like, yeah, drive me around. I'll be passenger.
No, I've come to the conclusion that I 110% have a control issue. And, like, if I'm not in control, like, I freak out.
Literally not me. Someone else. I would prefer if someone else was in control.
You said, I would actually prefer if my life was in somebody else's
No,
hands.
that's like 100%. If I had an assistant, I feel like I would thrive. To be like, you need to be here at this time, there at this time. Like, I'll take you this. I'll plan everything for you. And all you have to do is just show up, be there, be awake.
Be awake, look good.
Exactly. And I'd be like, cool. Tell me when, where, how.
Be there. Honestly, come tap me on the shoulder to wake me up.
What am I supposed to do? Yeah. That would be so great.
Yeah, no, that would actually be amazing. I've been seeing, like, all those TikTokers post, like, videos before they were, like, rich and famous of, like, one day I'm gonna get there. And I'm like, yeah, I got those videos too. I'm just still waiting on the day.
See, the thing is I don't have those videos, so maybe I should make them.
Well, I don't even think I have the videos. I just, like, tell my friends. And my friends are like, yeah, you know you're going to be the one, like, out of our whole friend group to, like, make it big.
See,
I'm like,
I think everyone probably thinks I'm, like, psychotic when I say that. And I'm just like, yeah, no, like, I was meant to be famous. And then I think people are like, okay, for what? And I'm like, I don't know.
Just something.
I'm just supposed to be there. Where they are, I'll be there.
I just feel it deep in my soul.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, maybe I should be, like, worried because no one has ever been like, yeah, out of all people, you would be famous. No one said that to me before. But
I
then
just don't believe that.
sometimes I'm like, I don't know, do I have like the personality? Because like sometimes I feel like
What do you mean?
all of the people that are like making it today are kind of the same.
And that's why you're going to make it, because you're not like them.
Yeah. Like today, oh my God, this is such a random thing. But today someone like told me, because I said something and I was like, oh my God, it just makes me so angry every single time like this happens. And they looked at me and they're like, we just like can't ever picture you angry, or like you've never been angry before. And I'm like, what do you mean? Half the time I'm talking to you, I'm angry.
What do you mean? I'm pissed off every time I walk in.
They're like, you just seem like happy all the time. And I'm like, and then it's, I've been told that like before, like my last job, by multiple people. And I'm like I'm actually pissed.
No, but I think like in a professional setting, you're very good at like being cool, calm, and collected.
I don't
like,
change. I don't change. Well, no, I guess maybe. Maybe I do.
I don't know. I just feel like my face can't hide anything. If I'm pissed off, you're gonna know.
See, I kind of feel. Oh, I move my hands way too much. I kind of feel like I'm the same, but then I also don't know.
I don't think I've ever like. Well, I take that back. I've definitely like looked at you and I'm like, oh, she's mad. I don't know. I just feel like you really have to like know you
Yeah, I guess it's true.
and like get you and know like what pisses you off, because most of the time if I'm looking to see if you're pissed off, like I clocked something and I was like, oof, that wasn't good. And then I look over and you're like,
I guess it's true. That is true.
Me, my thing is like you don't even have to like decipher if I'm
No.
pissed off or
She'll
not.
be like, I'm so pissed off right now.
No, I will tell you. I will tell you. You're pissing me the hell off. Like,
Oh my God, and that reminds me. Okay, so this is, I think it's a funny story. And I mean, you were probably, I don't know if you're going to think it's funny.
oh god.
So the day we released this podcast ever.
Oh, I was pissed.
So you were
Yeah.
so pissed. And everyone,
I remember this.
everyone around us, like knows you, but like doesn't know you like that. And they were all
That
like,
well.
they were so quiet because they're like, we don't know what to do. Like, she's so angry. And I'm just like, Kassidy, it's gonna be okay. Eat your goddamn waffle.
Let me tell you, I can silence
Oh
a breakfast,
my God.
a lunch,
Yes.
a dinner.
Yes, she can, actually. Which honestly is kind of like, you have control of the room.
Pretty powerful, if you ask me.
And then there's me. I'm like, it's okay, everybody. Like, let's have fun. Cassidy
Yes,
just goes sit in a
yes.
corner. Let's have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Maddie's always like, guys, it's okay, it's okay. And I'm like, it's actually not freaking okay.
And I'm like, okay, Cassidy, okay. No, like, I totally get it. Totally get it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
let's, like, it's okay. Like, let's look at the waffle. The waffle looks great. So,
Yeah.
basically, we were sitting, like, okay, it's New Year's Day. New Year's Day. We're hungover. We walked
As hell.
We walked miles New Year's Eve night to get home. Miles in the pitch
My
dark.
feet will never be the same.
pitch dark, no shoes, in wet grass that was like, it was 20 degrees outside. And so we woke up and Kassidy had to drive home that day. But we're like, we're hungover, like, let's go get breakfast. Which I'm like, I can't believe we did this on New Year's Day. Like, we were so not thoughtful. We were like, yeah, there's going to be a place that's open. I mean, of course there is. It was
Yeah.
Waffle House.
Waffle House.
So we, like, scheduled our very first episode to go out at noon on New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's, like, getting close to noon, and we're, like, refreshing everything, and, like, we're driving to Waffle House, and, like, there's a wait, so we're waiting for a second. And then we sit down, and it's, like, basically noon. Like, it's right about to be noon. We order our food. Okay, noon hits. Spotify is up. Spotify is fast.
Yeah, Spotify has it all.
Yeah, Spotify is the fastest when it comes to like uploading anything. Just FYI to those that are curious. Apple, on the other hand, we love Apple Podcasts. We love Apple. She's a lot slower. Okay, she likes to process it. I swear she likes to like scan it, review it multiple times.
No, they have their checks and balances, and they're watching the full episode before that shit gets uploaded.
And so it's like noon, and so Spotify's up, okay, but like for some reason Apple was not up, and like we had scheduled this like I don't even like a while ago, or was it that morning? I don't even remember.
I don't think we scheduled that morning. I think we like scheduled it when I got there because we had pre-recorded it and like everything was in check and ready. Everything was scheduled. Yeah, I don't know, but I remember being like, guys, I think we should like be at home if anything goes wrong at noon.
And then we're like,
because we were posting on socials. Like we had been planning this time for months.
Yeah.
Like noon on New Year's Day. And I was like, guys, I really think we should be home. And you're like, no, it's gonna be okay. It's like, okay, it's gonna be okay.
Because so
it's gonna be okay.
We had tested it out with like our podcast trailer, and we realized that the trailer even took like a little bit to get on Apple Podcasts. So I was like, I think it'll like eventually load. Well, it's noon, and Kassidy's like freaking out that it's not on Apple, and I was like, Kassidy, it's okay. Like it's on Spotify. Like we'll just post it on the story. Like, hey, Spotify's up, Apple's loading. And you're like, no, I have to have a screenshot of it on Apple Podcasts. And I was like, it's going to load. I promise it's going to load.
Yeah.
Silent. The entire breakfast until the very end. When it uploaded to Apple, her mood, she was so happy.
No, that's what I was saying. Like, I have an issue where if I'm not in control, I thought there was an issue that, like, we didn't do something right. Yeah. And I was like, and this is why we should have stayed home and waited till noon. But now we're here eating these damn waffles. No, but, I mean, that's just
funny. It was funny.
Literally, once again, type A to type B. Like, I have a plan, I have a schedule, and when it doesn't go according to plan, yeah, I get pissed the hell off. And I think everyone in my life knows that and just adjust and just, like, knows to be prepared.
Exactly.
Like, if we're not on schedule, I'm going to be freaking the hell out.
Which...
So I've tried to get better, but, like, it hasn't gotten much better.
Which is totally fine. But, like, the world needs that.
Me, right.
Because if the whole world were like me... No, it would be the world would be on fire.
But I would just like to take away from this that I can silence the room. Thank you.
Hey, that's a fantastic quality to have. I wish I could.
I'm so pissed off. Everyone just shuts the hell up. No one knows how to speak to me. No one knows what to say. No one knows what to do. And I just sit there.
Yeah, no, that's so true.
Powerful, if you ask me.
Hey, but it happens.
Yeah, and we worked through it. It was fine.
Hey, look at us now.
Here we are, episode 105.
Yeah. 2 goddamn years later.
Yeah, drinking a beer on the day we don't usually record. I'm chillaxed. I mean, I moved mountains.
Yeah, exactly. Look at her. The schedule changed, and she's okay.
Exactly. No, I've grown up.
I'm freaking dead.
It comes with age, guys.
Yeah, it does. It does come with age. But Kassidy, I have a few games in front of me, and I thought it would be fun to like maybe end the episode playing these games or seeing where they lead to. I like actually fully have some games. So the first one I'm going to start with is burning questions. Okay? And we'll both answer these. So I picked out just a few of ones that I thought would be like good questions to ask that we haven't ever asked before on like our 20 questions episode or our, our few other game episodes.
Some
of these, I don't know if you'll want to answer. But I kind of think it would be so funny
Okay.
if you do answer these. Or if I even answer these. Okay. One, what is the last lie you told? And if you don't want to answer, you have to take a drink.
I'm out of my beer.
Well, we can. Do you got another?
The last lie I told. Shit.
I can tell you mine. It was for work. I was like, oh yeah, I have that complete. I can send it to you. I didn't have it complete, so I had to do it, and then I sent it.
What the? I mean, I know there's just stupid little white lies that I probably say.
It's funny because I do not lie. I cannot lie.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the lie you always used to say in high school? I'm kidding.
I'm staying at Maddie's house.
I'm staying at Kassidy's house.
God damn it.
Do you have a hidden talent that you'd like to share with the class?
A hidden talent.
I have one. I can whistle really, really, really loud. Except that's my hidden talent. That's my only hidden talent. Except I got lip filler, and every now and then I have like a lip, like I'll get a lip flip. When I get a lip flip, I can't whistle at all.
Can't do it. That's crazy.
The filler, I used to whistle like extremely loud.
Mm-hmm.
But since I've gotten filler, it's like not as loud, but it's still super loud.
Got it.
And I will be getting more filler.
I don't have talents. I mean,
Can you
like,
open
this
a
one's
beer bottle with your teeth? I don't know.
No. My thing is like, I feel like the thing I'm about to say, and you're like, oh my god, this is so boring. That's not like a funny hidden talent. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't know that, like, I'm really good at public speaking.
Oh, yeah, no. That's such a talent because I'm the worst at public speaking.
And, like, I take pride in that. Like, I can do some public speaking.
I get so nervous. It's literally not even funny.
Well, like, I get nervous as well, but, like, once, like, the first, like, 10 seconds are out of the way, like, we're good to
I
go.
get more nervous.
No, my thing is, I will forever thank FFA for that. That's the only
I was
reason
horrible at that.
that I know how to speak.
My next question. Do you pee in the shower?
God. All the time. All the time. What do you
I'm
mean?
shocked.
Really?
Yes.
Why? You don't think I would?
No, you don't seem like the pee in the shower type.
It's not my type A personality.
No, not at all.
No, all the time. Like,
Really?
sometimes I have to pee so bad before I get in the shower. I'm like, oh, I should probably pee. And I'm like, no, I'll stay in the shower. All the time. Probably, like, almost every time I shower, realistically.
What do you think I am?
I would say you pee in the
No.
shower. What? Like, you hold
No.
it if you have to go?
I go before I shower.
Okay, but does it never, like, hit you in the middle of the shower? And you're like,
No,
"Oh,
because
have to
I pee every single time before I take a shower.
pee." That's crazy.
It's like a trigger.
Okay.
Like, it's like, I'm going to take a shower. Or I should pee first.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Very, very type A of you.
But I'm really bad about flushing the toilet. I forget sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes
crazy.
I'll walk in and I'll be like, oh, I peed like 2 hours ago.
I think that's just a habit of pee, get up, flush. What do you mean?
Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I have so much on my mind that like I walk away. And it's like obvious, like I flush. I flush, and at work I've gotten in a habit of like I double check before I like leave the bathroom to make sure that I like flushed.
That's hilarious.
Because I'm so scared that I'm going to forget. Because I forget I say all the time. I forget like every now and then.
Yeah.
Most of the time when I
Fair.
don't take my Adderall.
Okay. Oh, God.
This is, speaking of using the restroom. Okay. This is like a situation. Okay. You're in a public restroom and you just
Oh,
and you
God.
just went number 2 and you realize the stall is out of toilet paper. What do you do?
Oh, I've never had that happen to me.
Neither have I. I
I've
always check.
I always check as well because it's happened plenty of times when I'm going pee. So I always
If you gotta go
check.
number 2, you check.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be like looking around for like toilet seat covers to use that. I mean, something.
I would.
I would probably start calling out for someone. Excuse me, can anyone hand me some toilet paper? I think I would start doing that for sure.
If I knew, you know what I would do? If I knew no one was in the restroom.
You'd run to get paper towels.
No, I would run to the next stall. I would like.
What if the next stall's out, bro? You never
Then
know.
paper
I mean, if
towels.
one's out, all of them could be out because, like,
Okay, then in that situation, you put your underwear on. I don't care where you are, what you're doing. If you're grocery shopping and you have a cart full of groceries, you leave that shit. You get in your car, and you drive home, throw away your underwear, and take a goddamn shower.
I don't even think I could ever make it that far. That's crazy.
What do you do? What if they have no paper towels? What are you doing? Also, I forgot to say.
Honestly,
You would
worst
just
comes to
wait?
worst, I would probably take my underwear off and try to use that.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't even think about that.
and then throw them away. I mean, worst comes to worst.
Also, sorry guys, TMI. Okay. Okay, if you were on a reality TV show, what TV show would you be on?
The Bachelor. I've already told myself if I'm single next year that I'm applying.
That's true. I'd probably be on, or I'd want to be on Winter House or Summer House.
Oh, I'd love to be on Summer House. I would love. I think we would thrive.
Oh, I know.
Like, truly, our personalities, like, I think we would absolutely
You would be the
thrive.
confrontational one, and I would be the one that's not, but you would be confrontational for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd be crying in the corner like,
Mm-hmm.
get him. Get him, girl.
Did you see what the hell you did to my best friend? I'm about to beat your ass.
I love it. Okay. If a genie granted you 3 wishes right now, what would you wish for?
3 wishes. I would wish for... See, this shit's hard.
Mine would be so selfish, it's not even funny.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, mine are all just, like, selfish as hell. I mean...
And I'm saying nothing's off limits because, you know, like, people are like, don't wish for love, whatever. I would wish for a house, a dog, and $1 million. Actually, more than $1 million.
Only $1 million? Yeah.
More than $1 million, but I can't be, like, too greedy.
Yeah. I think I would wish for a great man to come into my life. I would wish for health and wealth.
Okay, cool.
You know?
Can I combine a house and a dog?
Sure.
Okay.
The dog comes with the house, if you ask me.
House, dog. a house and a dog. But that's one wish, okay? We're combining the 2.
Correct.
Wealth. I like wealth because that's just like, you know.
Yeah.
Wealth.
Wealth could mean a lot. Wealth could mean a lot of things. So, like, I would like to just say wealth and then see where it goes from
And
there.
this podcast to be a success.
Amen.
Okay.
Hit us up on well. Thank you.
Exactly. Okay. If money was no object, what would you buy? And we're being greedy, okay?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear, I would buy an orphanage. We're being greedy.
I'd probably buy a beach house in Charleston.
Ooh, slay.
I think that's like the first thing that comes to mind. Or like my dream car.
Slay. What would I buy? What would I buy?
Like a house, no? And like your dream
A
location?
private jet.
Yeah.
So I could
Sign me up.
go anywhere all the time.
Yeah, I agree. I'll join yours.
Yeah.
And you can live in my house
Perfect.
and we can take your jet.
Perfect. I don't know if should ask this one. This one's kind of dumb.
Oh, God.
Well, it's like, have you ever broken the law? But I don't think that any of us have. Have you ever broken the law?
Have I ever broken the law?
I mean, yeah, we both have, but I don't know if we can say it on the internet. We obviously went to college and we obviously drank
Right.
illegally. Kids don't drink illegally.
No,
bad.
don't do that. Yeah, I think we've both broken the law.
Right? Yeah. That's what we'll go with. Okay, I have one that's like a would you rather, but like I don't want to I have one really good one picked out, but I don't have the thing to compare it to. So,
Okay.
what's your biggest pet peeve? I think we might have sort of ish talked about that, but
Recently, my biggest pet peeve have just been like annoying ass people. And like I know that's not
Yeah.
really like a pinpoint, but that's just like, yeah, duh. But like just people who blow my shit up, honestly. Like they're
whoops.
no, not like you. No.
I blame
Like
you.
No. Long story short, like there are some guys I meet on Hinge and we're texting and they will like send me literally today 4 text messages in a row and 4 messages
Okay.
or reels or whatever on Instagram.
Guys can't do that.
Leave me alone.
Guys
leave me alone.
Guys cannot double text. Girls can.
No. Correct.
Only
Correct.
girls.
And like when I say he's blowing my shit up, I'm almost to the point of being like, I'm over this. Please stop texting me. I can't do this. Like, so that's my pet peeve as of right now. I just like, I can only imagine what he's texted me since we've been
Oh my
sitting
god,
here
let's
for an hour.
read it. Read it live on air.
He just said, figured you were doing your thing with work. Podcast about to be a banger? Question mark.
Yeah, actually, as we speak.
It is.
I'm trying to think. I don't know
God.
if I have my biggest pet peeve. I don't even know. I feel like a lot of shit pisses me off, but like
I was about to say, I'm sorry, there's so much shit that pisses me off.
I can't
like,
even pinpoint one.
Yeah, everything.
Like
I think it would be easier to tell y'all like what doesn't piss me off. Like what's not a pet peeve, you know? But I couldn't even tell you that because like pisses me off.
I don't know. I can't think of one at all. Okay, we're running over an hour. But I guess last one. What is
Okay.
one thing that people always misunderstand about you?
I feel like a lot of people, men and women, think I'm very unapproachable. Like I wouldn't like say the word bitch. They just think I'm very like just unapproachable. But like I can literally talk to like
Yeah.
anyone. And like it makes me so mad that people think I'm unapproachable because I'm like I don't know what I'm doing to like make you think that I'm unapproachable.
Yeah. You just are intimidating.
So, yeah, I'm just unapproachable, intimidating, and like, just why I haven't found my husband.
Your husband would never be intimidated by you.
Okay, well, guess I'll never find one then.
I'm trying to think what I think. I don't know.
Hmm.
I have no idea. What do you think people misunderstand about me? I've been told by maybe like 2 people ever that they thought I was like gonna be a mean or like rude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I sometimes think people think they can like do whatever and you won't say
walk
much,
all over
you know?
me, and because I don't say anything.
Hey, you've gotten a little better.
I've gotten a little better. Yeah, I think now sometimes I'm just like now I can't sugarcoat anything. I used to be able to. I used to, and I like swear I just can't lie. Like I don't know. I like can't sometimes, and sometimes I just don't know what to say. So like I'll give a compliment.
Yeah.
Because I'm like I don't know like what to say.
Is that compliment a lie though?
No, it's like a genuine compliment.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's because I don't say shit. I don't say shit to anyone, even if shit pisses me off.
Okay. We're changing that in 2025. You will silence rooms, let me tell you. In 2025, you will be on the silence room. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Yeah, no one cross me, okay? Because the
Exactly.
wrath of Maddie, I'm about to go on.
I'm teaching her my ways, so y'all better watch the hell out.
Exactly. Okay, I think that's all. The only other one, I really wanted to ask you this, would you rather, but I just can't think of, like, what to compare it to. Okay, would you rather... Oh, this is kind of hard. Because I feel like you'd be like, never... What's the one thing, like, the one thing that, like, you can't live without doing, like, in the morning? Like, to your face. Or, like, to, like, get ready. It's like your hair, right?
Showering.
Okay, would you rather only be able to shower every other day? Because I don't want you to be stinky.
Thank you.
Or have to... No, I feel like that doesn't really... It's relive middle school.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
I know. I was trying to...
Those are the worst years of my
I
life.
know. I was trying to think of something good to compare it to that would be, like, so hard for you to choose. But, like, I literally can't think of anything.
Honestly, I would have chose whatever the other thing was. Not anything. God, that was horrible. That was awful.
Yeah.
Great note to end on. Thank you, Maddie. Let's go relive
Oh, no,
middle
it's okay.
school.
I didn't go to a normal middle school, and I feel like I should have. Like, I feel like I should have been bullied because I feel like it probably would have made me, like, confrontational. It would have, like, I feel like made me a better person. I'm a really good person. I'm too good of a person. So I feel like it would have, like, hardened me up to, like, not be so good of a person and not be so forgiving and, like, letting shit slide.
Maybe that's why I am the way I am.
Maybe I would be more type A.
Thank you to that girl in middle school who bullied the hell out of
Yeah,
me.
screw you.
Screw you, bitch.
Okay, but I think that is all for today's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you grabbed yourself a little cocktail to listen. And we love you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys. Love y'all.